Okay, hello children. Welcome to the part 3 of the single cause and multiple effects paragraph. So, hindi ko na babasahin yung this paragraph kasi binasa ko na to sa part 2. Okay, ulitin ko. Please watch first the part 1 and part 2 bago to si part 3. Okay, so let's answer na activity number 2. Okay, so again, okay, blue for the topic, underline for the topic sentence, yellow for the first supporting, orange for the second supporting detail, and the third supporting detail is pink. If we have fourth, that will be purple, and the last one is the concluding, which is green. For signal words, we use circle. Okay, so in this type of paragraph, most of the time, the topic sentence is at the first sentence of the paragraph. But if you remember that I discussed that there are multiple places where we can find the topic sentence. Hindi lang siya at the topmost part of the paragraph or yung first sentence. So, 'di ba, mayroon tayong different position, yung top. Okay, it could be at the first sentence, it could be at the middle part, and when we say middle part, hindi siya literally middle. It could be at the second or at the third sentence. We also have yung inverted, 'di ba? Yung inverted triangle natin, yung pinaka-base niya, okay, sige, i-drawing ko na lang para mas naiintindihan. So yung unang anong tawag dito, position, yung pinakamalapad, yan yung topic sentence natin or the main idea. Kasi yun yung nag-explain ng paragraph. Diba? Itong pinakataas, yan yung first sentence natin or the inverted triangle. We also have inverted. We have triangle pala. Triangle. Okay, wherein yung base niya, ito yung malapad nasa baba. So, it means the topic sentence can be found or find at the end of the paragraph or at the last sentence. Meron din tayong hourglass. Hourglass at meron din, kasi yung drawing ko diamond, hindi pala hourglass. Sige, diamond muna. Yan si diamond. Wherein, diamond yan ha. Imagine niyo na lang perfect diamond yan. Okay. Yung middle part natin, yan, dyan makikita si topic sentence. But as I've told you, when we say middle, not literally nasa, kunyari, meron tayong 7 sentences sa isang paragraph ay nasa third or fourth. Pwede, but it could be also in the second or the third sentence ng paragraph. We also have yung kaninang sinasabi ko, hourglass. Yan, yung hourglass kung saan yung widest part ay nandito sa taas and nasa baba. It means you can find the topic sentence at the beginning or at the end. And then yung pinakamahirap is the square one, which is, kaya nga siya square, lahat ay equal side, all of the sentences tells you what is the topic sentence or the main idea. Okay, bakit siya mahirap? Kasi you need to draw or you need to come up with the conclusion. It is not written, literally written doon sa paragraph. Itong apat na to, pwede nyo siyang literally, as in when we say literally, nandyan mismo sa paragraph, kukopyahin nyo na lang. But in this case, kailangan galing yan sa inyo. And para makuha nyo to, kaya nga equal side, all of the details will point you to the concluding, to the topic, sentence, or the main idea. Okay, ang tawag dyan is implied pala, implied. Ang explicit pala yung apat na to. Yung explicit, yung obvious, and implied is not obvious main idea. Okay, so background lang kasi hindi to sa top, pinakataas yung ating topic sentence. But, okay, I know you get the ano yung ating ano dito, yung ating topic. Ang topic natin is the junk foods. Okay, so yan yung subject natin. But yung pinaka-topic sentence natin is on the third sentence. Okay, ano yon? Okay, so however, overconsumption of this kind of food has negative effects on the human body. So this is our topic sentence. Okay. So, itong part na to, pang ilang sentence? Pang 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is what type? Anong shape? Okay, very good. It's the diamond. Okay, kung saan hindi nasa topmost, pero nasa pang third sentence si topic sentence. So, overconsumption of this kind of food. O, antong this kind of food na tinutukoy dito? Ito na yung junk food. So, ito na yung subject natin. So, overconsumption of this food, ito yung pinaka-subject. Sobrang pagkain ng junk food, okay, anong gusto natin sabihin? Has negative effects on the human body. So, ayan no, another clue that this is single cause and multiple effects is the word effects. May S yung salitang effect. Okay? So, plural form siya. So, it means more than one C effect. So, ano-ano yung mga negative effects ng eating or overconsumption of junk food, eating junk food. Okay. Sabi, anong first supporting detail natin will be, okay, so one of the most common effects of eating junk food is increased obesity. Okay, so yan, itong part na to. Wait lang, nagluluko ang aking mouse. Ayun, nag-wave-wave na ang aking line. Pasensya na, children. Okay, so, as you can see, gumamit ng salitang effects. One of the common effects is increased obesity. When we say obesity, this is too much fat in our body. Okay, so lack of exercising can cause obesity and too much eating calories or food that is high in calories. Okay, ano-ano yun? Like carbohydrates. Carbohydrates is a good source of energy. Kasi need natin yan. But too much consumption of carbohydrates like flour, rice, okay, root crops, okay, can contribute to obesity. Okay, too much fat in the body. So, sub-supporting of this one is difficulty in food digestion can be experienced of people who have high consumption of sweets and oily food. So, ano yung mga nagko-cause ng obesity? Foods that is, too much sweet and oily. Mga oily food. Diba? Anong mga food to? Yung mga soft drinks, which is number one favorite, yung mga favorite drinks natin na binibili sa tindahan, like yung mga nakalagay sa in cans, okay, yung mga C2, okay, masyadong matatamis, and then mga oily foods like French fries, diba, napakasarap. Yung pala, if it is too much, okay, it has negative effects in our body. Okay, so next, ano yung pangalawang supporting detail? Consequently, junk food eating among children causes a deficiency of essential nutrients and vitamins required for their proper growth and development. So this will be your second supporting detail. So I'm going to use an orange color. So wala yung gagawin ko dito kasi hindi siya maka-highlight. So, another word natin? Gumamit ng salitang causes. So, another negative effect is, ayan junk food eating. Then, the word junk food eating is deficiency of essential nutrients and vitamins. Because we all know that junk foods, kaya nga from the word junk, okay, junk means basura. Okay, I didn't say na basura yung mga junk food literally, but it means wala siyang nutrients, wala siyang minerals. Though nakalagay doon sa likod, diba, if you're going to read yung kalimutan ko na yung tawag doon, may mga label yan sa likod na nakalagay, kunyari sodium, ang sodium is salt, ilang percentage, then may nakalagay vitamin A, meron man siya, but hindi siya enough para sa pangangailangan ng katawan. So, better to eat real foods or healthy foods like fruits, vegetables, meat, eggs. Okay, so yun compared to junk food. Pag junk food, noodles, canned goods, okay, it will cause deficiency. When we say deficiency, kakulangan sa nutrients and vitamins which is needed for your proper growth and development. So, hindi ka lalaki ng maayos. Or marami kakulangan sa iyong katawan. So, that is the second supporting details of negative effect of eating junk food. And then, as you can see, may nakalagay, therefore, okay, junk food eating can be enjoyable at times, but overconsumption of it will always have a bad effect on human body. Ito yung another, though, diba sabi natin, tawag dito, therefore is also a signal word for cause and effect. In this case, kapag nakakakita tayo ng word na in conclusion, therefore, pinaka-ano niya is ito ay hindi part ng body kundi concluding sentence. Ito yung kanyang mga transitional words. In conclusion, or therefore. So ang pinaka-conclusion or concluding summary natin here, junk food eating can be enjoyable at times, yes. Kaya nga kumakain tayo ng junk food because masarap talaga siya. It is enjoyable, but overconsumption will always have negative effects on the human body. Too much eating of junk food has negative effects on the body. So as you can see, this is the concluding sentence. So we're going to use a green one. So ilan yung ating topic? Ano yung ating topic sentence? Junk food, ito. Overconsumption of these kind of food has negative effects on the human body. Ang ating topic is junk food. O, sana tama kayo dyan. So, alam ko medyo mahirap yung part na to. Kaya okay lang kung marami kayong mali. At least, alam na natin sa pag na-encounter nyo yung paragraph na to. Next, yung ating body or supporting detail ay dalawa lang at isang concluding sentence. So, mayroon din tayong sub-supporting detail. Let's proceed with activity. Read the paragraph carefully. Circle the letter C if the set of underlined words is a cause, and E if it is an effect. Be guided by the example. So, letter C at letter E. Healthy habits help a person prevent certain health conditions like cardiovascular diseases. If a person takes care of his body, he can keep his cholesterol and blood pressure within a safe range. It helps the blood to flow smoothly and decrease the risk of having cardiovascular diseases. When a person eats right and exercises regularly, he can avoid excess weight gain and maintains a healthy weight. Regular exercise helps improve a person's cardiovascular health, boost the immune system, and increase energy levels. Another healthy habit is making social connections. Social connections with family and coworkers help improve emotional and mental health. In conclusion, a person practices healthy habits, he boosts his chance of a longer lifespan. So medyo mahaba na ulit ang ating video. At I think mayroon pa tayong 4. Hopefully wala na activity 5. So this will end the part 3. So kita-kits sa activity number 3 and 4 and the part 4 na ating video for the single, cause, and multiple effects.